You feel it, don't you? That silent hum behind the night's stillness. That invisible weight pressing into your chest like the stars are watching you breathe. Something is shifting, not just in the sky, but in the very rhythm of your soul. The midnight moon hovers now like an ancient eye, half shut, half aware, gazing down upon a sleeping world that has no idea what is opening above them. But you are not asleep. Your body may lie still, but your spirit is stirring. You hear the call, don't you? That eerie pulse in the darkness that feels less like fear and more like recognition. The veil is no longer a wall, it's a doorway, and tonight, at the exact moment when the clock strikes 12 and time forgets itself, that door begins to unlock. Not with creaking hinges, but with vibration, a sacred frequency humming between the dimensions. This is not just a full moon. It is not just another lunar night. This is a celestial initiation, a portal cloaked in silver silence, hidden in plain sight, opening only for those who can hear with their soul. The world around you may remain blind, scrolling and sleeping, but you feel the moon's breath on your skin. You feel the pulse of forgotten stars stirring in your blood. You are being summoned, not outward, but inward, to a place you've always belonged, yet never remembered. A space not bound by gravity, but by energy. A door not built from matter, but from memory. Can you feel it now? That quiet tug beneath your ribs. That sense that something is about to happen, but has already begun. That's the portal, love. It's already opening. And it's waiting for you. When the midnight moon rises to her highest point, not in time, but in energy, the sky softens into something sacred. It becomes more than atmosphere. It becomes a mirror that doesn't reflect your face, but your frequency. And if your soul is awake, if your wounds have bled enough wisdom into your bones, you will see something more than stars. You'll see signs, echoes, gateways made of light hidden within the shadows. The world around you will feel paused, frozen in some ancient breath held by the universe itself. This is when it begins. The door. It doesn't swing wide open. It quivers like a flame caught between realities. You may not see it with your eyes, but your soul has been rehearsing for this moment in dreams, in stillness, in silence. Every moment of loneliness, every ache of not belonging, every strange déjà vu. It was all preparation. The portal was never meant for the masses, only for those who can still hear truth whisper through the noise. Those who listen not with ears, but with intuition. This is the sacred hour where spirits rise and timelines overlap. The hour when angels kneel and ancestors walk through your memories. Can you feel their breath in the wind? That sudden chill on your skin isn't the night, it's presence, and it means you're not alone. There's something unusual about the way you've been waking lately, isn't there? You check the time, and it's always the same, 3:33, 4:44. Numbers that vibrate, pulse, repeat like a code only the soul understands. You may feel strange, disoriented, as though your spirit returned from somewhere it can't quite remember. The midnight moon is not just pulling the tides, it is pulling you. It's no coincidence that you feel more alive in the dead of night. The world may call it insomnia. The mystics call it activation, because when the moon reaches her most potent frequency, your body becomes a receiver. Dreams become messages. Whispers become downloads. And your chest, your spine, your skin, all begin to buzz like a forgotten instrument being tuned by the cosmos. You're not imagining it. You're being aligned. The veil is no longer between life and death, but between forgetting and remembering. And in these moonlit hours, you remember more than you've ever been told. You remember being a light being. You remember floating through. You remember what it means to walk without fear, to feel without armor, to know without proof. And most of all, you remember that this world is not your prison. It is your passage. And tonight, the next door is opening. Look at the sky, not with your eyes, but with your knowing. There, behind the familiar constellations, behind the cold silver of the moonlight, there's something forming. A tear in time, a rift, a portal shaped not by edges, but by energy. This is the secret the ancients whispered in their sleep, the mystery etched in petroglyphs and sung in forgotten tongues. A door that opens only at midnight, only under certain stars, only when the moon is cloaked in sacred stillness. It doesn't open to everyone, only to those whose frequency has become soft enough to listen, yet strong enough to enter. That's why you've been pulled toward silence, why you've been craving the night, the solitude, the pause between thoughts. The universe is not isolating you, it is preparing you, because when you enter this doorway, even if only through the quiet corridors of your consciousness, you are reborn. You are recalibrated, your memories rearranged, your path rewritten in the stars. Don't ignore the pull, the staircase you keep seeing in your dreams. That's not fantasy. It's a map, and you've already taken the first step. There is a language older than words, one that speaks in sensation, in symbols, in the shimmer behind closed eyes. The midnight moon portal speaks this language, and only those attuned to the invisible will understand what it's saying. Have you noticed the signs? Sudden emotional waves that aren't yours, visions that flicker just before sleep, a strange desire to walk in moonlight, and knowing that you are being watched, not in fear, but in profound recognition. These are not accidents. These are the signs that the portal is reaching you, that you are on its frequency. The staircase in your dreams, the door without a handle, the ancient feeling that something is about to return. These are all clues from your higher self. Because this portal doesn't just open in the sky, it opens inside you. And when it does, your body becomes the temple, your breath becomes the ritual, your silence becomes the key, and your willingness to surrender, that is what allows you to step through. The stars are not distant, they are waiting, and you are closer than you think. What if I told you that this door has opened before, that you've walked through it? In lifetimes you've forgotten, under moons your human self cannot remember. The soul has memory that the mind cannot contain. And tonight, under this midnight sky, those memories begin to bleed through. You may feel dizzy, emotional, as though timelines are collapsing. That's because they are. The portal is more than an opening, it's a convergence. Past, present, future, collapsing into now. You may feel old grief rise, not because it is returning, but because it is being released. You may see flashes of places you've never visited, languages you've never learned, names you've never heard, yet somehow know. That is soul memory reactivating. That is the portal doing its sacred work. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open. The old structures of who you were are falling, so the true frequency of your soul can rise. And with each tear, each sigh, each breath of surrender, you are getting closer. Closer to the door, closer to the truth, closer to yourself. Have you ever stared into the night sky and felt like it was staring back? That feeling, eerie yet comforting, is the moment your soul aligns with the great intelligence above. The sky is not empty. It is alive. It remembers you. It has been waiting for this moment of communion. When the midnight moon sits in its throne of stillness, a sacred silence falls across dimensions. In that silence, those who are ready will hear something ancient, the music of the spheres, the chorus of ancestors, the codes hidden in starlight. They speak to you not in words, but in remembrance. You've always been connected to this sky. You just forgot. But tonight, under this glowing threshold, the remembering begins. The stars begin to sing your name. The moon pulls your soul like a magnet, and suddenly, you're no longer looking at the sky, you're inside it, walking corridors of light, touching the hands of angels, becoming the key to your own awakening. There is no map for this, no textbook, no guru that can guide you through this portal, because this passage is sacredly personal. It is tailored to your frequency, your wounds, your purpose, and only you can walk it. But you are not without help. The universe has sent signs. Look around, feathers on the floor, songs with impossible timing, conversations that echo your deepest, thoughts, numbers that appear again and again. These are not coincidences, they are coordinates. You are being guided, nudged, pulled ever closer to the moment where the doorway dissolves before you like mist, and you walk through, not with your body, but with your being. The portal is not about escape, it's about remembrance, not about ascending away from earth, but finally landing in your purpose. The door is not outside of you. It is you. And when you remember this, the sky will respond, because the door opens. Only when you do. You may have noticed it already, your reality bending, time stretching, people falling away, synchronicities layering upon each other like echoes from a future that already knows your name. This is not madness, this is magic. The portal is already touching your field, reconfiguring your path, illuminating what no longer belongs. You may feel raw, tender, like everything is being stripped away. And it is, because nothing impure can walk through this portal. Only truth, only soul, only frequency. So let the shedding happen. Let the emotions move through you like rivers of release. Let the quiet moments reveal their treasure. And know, everything that's fallen away is making space for the you that's waiting on the other side. The you who remembers. The you who chose this incarnation with purpose. The you who is ready to walk through the sky's hidden door and never look back. Tonight is not like any other night. The sky is holding its breath. The stars are watching. The moon, she's not just glowing, she's whispering. Whispering to the chosen ones, to those who have ears to hear what cannot be spoken. You feel it, a vibration in your chest that doesn't match the silence of the world around you. A knowing that presses against your skin, as if something ancient is brushing past you. This is the threshold, the sacred pause before passage. You're not here by accident. You were brought to this message because your soul already stepped forward, because your higher self knew the door would open and that you would be one of the few who could feel it. The moon is not asking you to believe. She is asking you to remember what it means to surrender, to rise, to walk between realms. So breathe deep, stand still. The next step cannot be taken with feet, only with faith. There's a reason the call came at midnight. Midnight is not just the end of one day, it is the border between worlds. A threshold in time when shadows stretch long enough to reach into other dimensions. It is when the noise of the world dies down and the subtle frequencies of the soul grow louder. This is why you felt the sudden need to retreat, to pull back, to be alone under the stars. The portal requires your silence, not just external silence, but inner silence, the kind where truth finally has enough space to speak. And when it does, it doesn't sound like language. It feels like electricity, a flutter in your heart, a knowing that pierces straight through your doubt. That's the moment the door appears, not outside your body, but in the space just behind your eyes, the sacred corridor where visions rise. When you close your eyes at midnight tonight, do not expect darkness. Expect light. Expect symbols. Expect stairs that lead nowhere. And yet everywhere, the moon is not just casting light, she is casting memory. And if you surrender, if you truly listen, you will not just witness the portal, you will become it. Can you feel the way your body responds to this energy? Your skin may buzz, your crown may tingle, your chest may feel heavy, not with pain, but with presence. These are not random sensations. They are your soul's language, spoken through the temple of your body. The midnight portal communicates in feelings, in pulses, in waves of energy that the mind cannot translate, but the spirit instantly understands. Your sudden tears even when you don't know why. Your laughter in the dark, with no reason. These are soul releases, signals that a part of you is awakening from a long, ancient sleep. You may feel like floating, or like gravity itself has thickened. You may feel like the stars are pulling you upward. That's because they are. The veil is not a myth, it is real. And right now, it is tissue thin. What you call chills are frequencies passing through. What you call dreams are memories reactivating. Your body is a sensor, a sacred map. And tonight, it is pointing toward the door that only your soul can open. Have you noticed how animals behave under this moonlight? The stillness of the trees, the way shadows stretch and seem to breathe. Even the earth is aware, because this is not just a cosmic event, it's a reunion of timelines, of soul fragments, of the parts of you that have been scattered through pain, through trauma, through lifetimes. And when the door opens, those parts return. You might feel waves of emotion that make no sense, longing for something you cannot name. That's your soul remembering what it once was, before it became tangled in human forgetting. This portal is sacred medicine, but like all medicines, it will stir what has been buried, so don't resist the discomfort. Don't run from the ache. It means you're close. Just like labor precedes birth, chaos precedes awakening. And this moment, this midnight threshold, is your rebirth. Not into someone new, but into who you've always been beneath the noise. Listen, not with your ears, with your essence. There is something whispering behind the wind tonight. It is not a voice you can hear. It's a knowing you can feel. That's how the moon speaks. In symbols, in codes, in glimmers of awareness that flicker through the fog of your thoughts. She is sending messages to you right now, through the rhythm of your heartbeat, through the sensations crawling up your spine. And the message is this: you are ready. You've walked through enough fire. You've survived enough storms. You've cracked open enough times that light now leaks through the fractures of your being. You are no longer who you were, and that is the initiation. The doorway does not open for the perfect. It opens for the broken, who've turned their pain into prayer. The portal is a mirror. And if you dare to look deeply, you'll see yourself not as you are, but as you've always been. Limitless, light-filled, cosmic, holy. What if the reason you can't sleep is because your soul is being summoned? What if your restlessness isn't a curse, but a calling? The midnight portal does not call the sleepy. It calls the seekers, the wanderers, the ones who've always known that there's more than what we've been told. And you have always known. You've felt it since you were young, that strange sense of watching the world from the outside, that aching pull toward the stars, that sense that your dreams meant something, even if no one else believed you. You were never crazy. You were chosen to walk through this door, chosen to hold a frequency that helps awaken others. And when you pass through this energetic gate tonight, even if only in meditation, in dream, in heart, something will shift. A remembering will click into place, a veil will lift, and the loneliness that once haunted you will begin to dissolve, because you'll know you've never been alone. You've just been waiting for this. The moment you decide to surrender fully, the door will begin to glow. You'll feel it like warmth in your chest, like a pulse behind your forehead, like a breeze where there should be none. That's how you know you're close. And when you step through, whether in vision or vibration, don't expect fireworks. Expect stillness. Expect silence so sacred it hums. You may find yourself in a corridor of stars, or on a staircase made of moonlight, or in a circular room surrounded by echoes of yourself from other timelines. Each soul sees the portal differently. That is the mystery. The only constant is the feeling. I've been here before, because you have. This isn't your first crossing, only your first time remembering. The moon is here to hold your hand through the veil, to say, welcome back, and to guide you toward the version of yourself who never forgot who you really are. As you pass through this threshold, something in you will change forever. You won't be able to return to the old world in the same way. Your eyes will be too open, your energy too sensitive, your soul too loud. You'll see through lies instantly. You'll feel people's truth before they speak. You'll know when to walk away, not out of anger, but out of alignment. This is the cost of crossing the portal. You become sovereign. The illusions dissolve, and you begin to walk with the moon in your bones. You become a living doorway. Others will feel it in your presence. Children will sense it. Animals will be drawn to it. The world won't understand you, but your soul will finally understand itself. This is not an end. It's a beginning. The midnight moon doesn't just open a portal to the stars. It opens the stars inside you. And now, the moon watches you, not as a silent orb in the sky, but as a witness, a guardian, a mirror. She sees the way you've carried your wounds and still chosen love. She sees the nights you wanted to give up, but instead whispered one more prayer. That's why the door opened for you, not because you were perfect, but because you were true. The portal is not a reward, it's a recognition. The universe has felt your frequency rise, and it has responded. You don't need to force anything. Just breathe, just be. Let the energy of this moment soak into your skin. Let it rearrange your DNA. Let it whisper to your bloodline that the cycle ends with you. that the awakening has begun, that the chosen have remembered. This moment is sacred, beyond comprehension, beyond logic. Your mind will want to question it. Don't let it be mystery, let it be magic. Let it be real without needing to be explained. The portal exists outside language. It is a feeling, a vibration, a sacred remembering that makes your heart beat in ancient rhythms. This is the moment your future self has been waiting for, when the past is forgiven, when the now becomes holy, when your path forward is illuminated not by answers, but by inner light. You are not here to figure it all out. You are here to remember, and the more you let go, the clearer the vision will become, because the door does not respond to control, it responds to trust. Can you hear it? The silence that sings, the stillness that pulses, the ancient voice that says, it's time. That is the portal calling your name, and it's not just one door opening, it's thousands. Every version of you across time, every lifetime, every choice, every soul thread. They are aligning now. The energies are merging. The timelines are synchronizing, and you stand at the center of it all. Not small, not broken, but eternal. This is your rite of passage. You are not stepping into the unknown. You are stepping into what your soul already knows. So inhale, exhale, close your eyes, and enter. Inside the portal, time dissolves. You will not remember how long you were there, only what you brought back. New vision, new clarity, a new signature of light encoded in your energy. People around you may feel it but not know why. That's okay. This journey was never for them. It was for you. Your aura is shifting now. Your thoughts will become more electric, your heart more sensitive, your intuition louder. Let the changes happen. Let the old fall away. Let the new integrate, like moonlight soaking into your skin. From this moment forward, nothing will feel quite the same. And that's how you'll know it was real. You'll move differently. Speak with intention. Choose with deeper wisdom. You'll feel when something is off, and walk away before it poisons your peace. The midnight moon gave you more than a vision. It gave you yourself, fully, freely, finally. You are not who you were yesterday. You are not who you pretended to be for the world. You are who you've always been beneath the layers. Divine, infinite, unshaken by illusion. The universe is not far away. It is inside you. The portal proved that. The stars you looked to for guidance now live in your breath. You don't need permission anymore. You are the permission. You are the key, the lock, the door, the path, all of it. The moon didn't awaken you, it revealed you. You've carried this light forever, and now it's time to walk with it, to trust it, to live it. You are a soul reborn through moonlight. If your heart is still pounding, if your breath feels different, if your eyes see more color in the night than before, that's the residue of magic. You've walked through, you've said yes, and now the universe watches to see what you'll do with this awakening. You don't need to rush, just stay open, stay soft, stay aware. The portal may close, but the change remains. You are not the same, and the world will feel it. The door is closing now, slowly, gently, like a mother tucking the stars back under her cloak. But you are not being shut out. You are being released. Released back into the world with new eyes, a new vibration, a new destiny. The portal did not end your journey. It began it. And as you breathe under this waning moon, remember this. The sky is no longer watching you from above. It is walking beside you, within you, as you. The portal is closed, but you are open, and the door is open. But not for long.